Hey schmucks, it's another art stream on the weekend. By request. I got a coach one, huh? Put me in, coach, I'm ready. Right? Give it a shot anyways. Alright, let's switch it on over to GIMP screen. Let's see. So I want it to capture, I go over to this. I figured it out. You just have to go to it. Ah! Oh god. Hold on a second. It's freaking out on me, man. Hold on a second. There we go. Setting it up. I found it. It's right there. Alright. We're loading in. Here it comes. And, haha. Alright. So, I was thinking we needed a good coach image, right? There was one I found. I was sifting through a bunch of coach pictures to take inspiration from. And, the paint. So I think that's the key, is to do your own painting. And I think Twitch is okay if you do your own painting. They don't mind it so much. Hey, Blue Shadow, thank you for the host. Ooh, maybe this is an opportunity for me to see the, whoever, followed last time. It's the live. No, it didn't show me. Maybe I need to go to the... Here, I'm gonna open a window real quick. Just real quick. Hold still. Log in. Alright. So here's the Streamlabs page. Ah, it was killing bubbles. I knew it. I saw you lurking in the background. I knew it. It was you all along. 19 hours ago, killing bubbles. Let me see if it does it. Ah, see? Yeah, see? Yeah. So there's killing bubbles. I knew it. Alright. So now that's that handled, let's get back to it. Alright. So now we should have the chat and everything else activated. Now that I'm, logged in over there. The thing I'm looking for should be... Where's the raw version? I'll show you the raw version of it first. Give it to me, baby. Ba 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 ba. Oh no, it's not under thumbs, it's under emotes. Thumbs are for scenes. Here we go. So here's the raw. There it is. Coach, I think you're gonna like this one when I'm done with it. So here's this guy yelling from the pitch. Sip while I talk about this a little bit. I was like, you know what? This is the only one that's got a guy yelling, kind of pointing. I was like, that's pretty good. I like that. And it's a big image too, so like I can, after I paint it and stuff and get all the shading and whatnot in, the colors I want, when I shrink it down, it should look pretty good. And I was like, alright, well, it's kind of long. I need a square image, so I kind of edited it already. It's like, alright, cool. Let me just get like the arm and the face maybe, because I didn't need all the extra pieces, but then it kind of got like a worrying look. I was like, maybe this isn't. I can't really work with that. I can imagine that getting small and getting like to be problematic. So I decided to be like, well, if I'm gonna do this image still, I can't really do it like that. I need more of him or less of him. So I did, first I did this one. I'm like, well, that is like him being yelly and stuff, but that's not really like, I kind of miss the arm. You know what I mean? Like the mechanics of the face and the arm, the not, the relationship they had together. If you're getting my thinking here, you getting the play by play here. It feels like if I lose the arm, then you don't really get the pointing. So it's like, well, how do I fix the arm so it doesn't look like some goofy stuff? I'm like, well, maybe there's a way. Maybe there's a way to do it yet. Maybe I can be convinced otherwise. So I was like, well, maybe if I include both the arms, it'll look less goofy. And I was like, oh, well, you know what? That's not bad. That's not bad, because now you've got an angle down here, which is suggesting that this isn't some goofy shit. This is actually good. I can work with this. Because when it was just, when it was just this guy, it kind of gave off a goofy vibe. I'm not really about it. So I think we'll skip that one. I guess it comes down to this and this. I mean, this one's really, it's got a lot of emotion. We can give it a lot of brights, a lot of shadow shading, and it'd look real nice. It really would be an emotional display. And we'd give it that frothy Coach Froma goodness. That'd be our artistic interpretation down here. That's the goal. Because this is going to be the Coach Froma emote. But like if I do it this one, you won't be able to see the face as well. But maybe we could have like some sort of spatter effect on the shirt or out here. And this really has a lot of dynamic motion going on with the pointing, and it's got this nice angle. Maybe we could use some sort of lines to give it some sort of vibration, give it that activity. I don't know. I haven't really decided. But we could just try one today and just be like, well, we can always come back another day and hit another one of these guys. Or we could cut this out differently and on another day. I think that's reasonable. We can always come back. We're doing it once a weekend, so, I think that's reasonable. Let's get started. I think the one to start with, how big is this other guy, this face guy? Let me look real quick. Properties. 208. Wow. That is maybe spot on. 218. Nope. But it is close. Wow, that's really good. We might start with this guy, huh? Yeah. Shrink this in a little bit so you guys can see better what's going on. Alright. Cool. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna make a new layer. It's gonna be transparent. It's gonna be a pint. We're gonna paint on this guy. All right. This is the guy we're gonna be painting on. So I really want to be this expressive Coach Feroma face emote. Want him to be yelling. And I think I'll do two of them. I will do this other guy as well. Get him that point and stuff. But we'll do this one first. I want to get the colors and whatnot. Just trying to figure out how I want to do this first. Maybe just get the outside. Yeah, maybe do that. I'm gonna get this outside done first. Do something. Oops. Painting on the wrong thing already. Just... Also, how do I want to do this? Do I want just the face, or do I want, like, the shirt? I think I just want his face, to be honest. I'm being real with you. Just kind of get this all out of here. We'll give him rage eyes, too. We'll do, like, a bit of red. Maybe we'll do some tricks that they do in the Doki Doki Literature Club series. Make them eyes. Pap. Alright. Yeah, we gotta come in. Get in there. There we go. Cool. Alright, there's a nice bust. Coach from a bust. Alright. Now what to do? I do like the shine. We gotta figure out how we want to do this. How many layers? So we kind of want to get some of these angles. Just kind of work my way in, maybe. Let me get this. I got this nice outline of his head. Alright. That. And some of this. We gotta shrink this thing down. 20's a bit big. Down to the 6. Alright. There you go. Go. These bright spots. How bright were they? That bright? And they were kind of like his face up there. I keep this consistent. Do 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 do. Yeah, that looks way different. A second. I like this. Well, because you know what? There's a lot of shadow. Because you got the light and then shading, right? So you got like all this shade. All down the side of his face. Look like a robot by the time I'm done with him. I am Iron Man. Bo, 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 bo. Yeah. So I guess it would just be these portions. Bo, 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 bo. Bo, 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 bo. Do, 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 do. I am Iron Man. Man, this is gonna look kind of fucked. He's kind of getting this like Freddie Mercury vibe. Hell yeah. Yeah, I kind of like it. I'm gonna have to lines in his face too. Here we go. Yeah, that's you like it. I'm sure you wanted it this way. Yeah, that's perfect. It'll look better once it's shrunk. Okay, that's the main. That's the main thing. No matter what it looks like right now, once we shrink everything down, it's gonna look a lot better. I never help him. Burn down, 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 down. Alright, so we gotta get these lines in his face. His nostril. Why isn't it like a true black? This actual black. There we go. 2. These shadows in here. Do 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 do. Nostrils, my guy. There you go. Horror in your eyes. Don't worry about it, my guy. I got you. I know you're scared. It's gonna look real good when we're done. It's gonna look real good, I promise. I really shouldn't guarantee any of that. It's probably gonna look like butts, but you know. And really, this tongue and stuff is probably not gonna be enough going on right here. Maybe we should get rid of it. Like just. Oh. That better or worse? Number one, number two. Number one, number two. I don't know. Get rid of it. Just makes him weak. Oh. Alright. This white, and this white, that's all about the same-ish. It's all the same bright. It's all bright. Bright pinky color. All gonna get the same treatment. Big old patch. Oh my god. Just a patch of it. Near the lip. There's one patch of it here. This is gonna be a highlight, right? This is just a highlight. Put some over here onto the ear. So just makes it bright. Brightens up a spot when we shrink it down. Brightens everything. It's gonna be good. It's good enough. Probably. And then we'll get the bright side of his face, I guess. Which is like this really tannish color. Oh, because I want to get too caught up in the shading because you can see already, like, it's gonna be a mess if I get caught up in it. Because, like, we got that, his mouth. We might have to approach that a tad bit different. We're gonna give him just sparkling whites, I guess, for his teeth. Instead of fucking around and... Oh, now he looks kind of weird. Do, 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 do. It's fine. It's fine. He looks great. Quit being judgmental. Don't be so judgmental. Alright, so I guess we'll take that and we'll use that for the freckly parts up here. I mean, we're so close to his face, like we can actually do multiple layers of shading, and we'll do his nose area too with this color. Like we'll do some of this. See how we can do this right here. Do the eyeshadowing area too. His nose. That's like kind of the brighter spots in the nostril. We'll get the redder parts with the other part of his face. This mouthpiece will do right there too. It looks like he picks his nose. Gross. Gross. It's the section we'll paint there. That is dark right there. Light along the outside. Lots of sun damage. Like, a lot of these high resolution cameras aren't friendly to like fucking anybody anymore. It's like, damn, dude. You're out in the sun. It beat the shit out your face, dog. Got fucking beat up by that ultraviolet radiation. By you, but like, fuck. SPF 180 or some shit. Man, something's gotta change. There. I don't know at this point. I don't even know what I'm. It's supposed to be this? I guess it's supposed to be this. It's kind of making splotches of color at this point, I'm guessing. This poor guy, I'm butchering his face. We'll see. Last time the stuff came out alright, when we shrunk it down. Just hope, yeah, this might look alright. Right, it's fucking a brownish tan. Oh, I thought it might have come as a reddish orange. No, they straight gave me like a brown. Might have picked a really tan spot on him. Freckle. Run with it, see how it turns out. I shrank this, and this all melds together. It should give a decent shading. At least that's the hope of the dream. Unless I really fucked it up. There's a potential for that. A potential. I'm kind of hoping that because of the colors I'm picking from the original, that when I do finally make the shrink down, it'll look neat, interesting. But right now, it looks kind of fucked. Fuck, dude. That is not the orange I thought it would be. I'm running with it. We'll see. It might get something unique out of this. I should change this guy's hair color or something. The other thing, I might fill it differently. The only thing that's gonna be really left is like hair color. I grab one of the brighter colors. I'm gonna grab this one. Is that on the rest of the ear? Consistency. Yeah, that seems about right. Get the black and shrink this. This. Finish making some of these lines. Shaded. Get some shape. Right. The other color. It's not supposed to look good yet. That's the other thing. You guys might be freaking out at this point. You might be like, "Oh my God, what have you done? What, what sort of monstrosity have you created?" It's like, well, hold on. Y'all are freaking out over some small shit. Gotta chill. Give him a chin. So there's the chin. Clean up the edge a bit here. Some wacky hair. Trim that back a bit too. Okay. There we go. Now where was I? Ah, yes, fucking it up. Let's pick out of here. That's a good lip color. That seems good. Let's go across. Paint me like your French girls. Alright, Coach Froma. Maybe not all the way around. It's also, the thing is too, we're making the pixels kind of big, because if you don't make them big enough, when we do shrink this down, it's not going to show up at all. So you kind of got to have big-ish colors. These are kind of too big. Maybe I'll pick two colors for lips. Do the middle, bright, and the inside, outside dark. Yeah. This. Oh no, I gotta do the top dark entirely. He's got. I don't want to paint him like the Joker. Put a smile on your face. So like, take this color up here. Ooh, maybe not. Maybe this one. Yeah. There we go. Do like the outside. Oh my god, maybe not. It's like the shadow of his lip. But at least it does that well, kind of. Not really. Oh, this is terrible. I picked too far down. Here. Just give me a decent color. I'll use that. I mean, that looks there. There's that looks like it's in the reddish hues. Jesus. Work with that. Yeah, that's at least like his upper lip. Looks like a mouth color. Right? Jesus Christ. I could zoom in. Oh. I could this. There's his like inner mouth color. Right? That can be this too. Start. Then pale stuff for the outside, I guess. It's probably gonna look like ass when I zoom out, but we're not gonna worry about it. Nope. Not even a little bit. Good enough. Is that up here? Perfect. Perfect. Alright. Now his eyes look a lot like this color too. So we're just gonna... We're really screwing up because we're taking too many colors. Really shouldn't be. This stuff is never gonna show through once we shrink it down. Just not how it works. Not enough pixels. Surely not show up. But you know what? We gotta do what we gotta do. Alright, there we go. Whites of his eyes. Gotta get there. This is where I was saying we could do the red. I'll get some rage. His rage is upon us. A darker red, you think? Or do you think like a violently like bright red is appropriate? I don't want to ask Coach because he'd be wrong. This may be his emote, but he doesn't. We're the tastemakers here, okay? Uh, do it up like this. We'll do it up. There we go. And we'll do this dark beard part for his eyebrows. I think that's appropriate too. Beard color, dark beard part. It's very dark beard part. It's very dark. I paint dark beard part. Oh, uh, uh. It's dark. He's very dark. Dark. Very dark. On fire! Light him up. Light. And then the remaining parts, I guess, can be whatever this is or whatever that is, right? Got just little face parts left over. Just little bitty face parts. Grab that. That in. Hey, Dirty Rob, what up? I see you hosting. Being a bud. I appreciate it. How's it going? Oh, you know what? I'm gonna use this. Whatever this is, I'll use that there. Seems. I've used too many different shades of person. But you know what? That's okay too, sometimes. Coach from Coach is coming. Very mad. Why you have to be? Like he almost has a bit of cup on, but he doesn't. It's not. This is this is this is this. So I'm gonna grab that real quick. It's a lot like those old coloring books where you got the same colors and stuff. Kind of where they have the numbers. Oh, it is that same, similar. It's very similar. It's only slightly different, right? We still gotta do his hair yet. We have not done the hair. I kind of regret not doing the hair yet. It's a lot. It's a lot of area. Dark, dark, dark. Fire! There it is. That's about it. It is the same. Isn't it the same color? Look at it. Blended in like perfect. Perfect. It's a little different. It's a little off. You can tell. Oh wow. Oh, did I draw on his? I bet I drew on that at some point. Yeah. Whatever this is, I drew on it. Direct. Alright, cool. I think what I'll do is I'll grab whatever this color is and I'll just reddish tint it maybe. Here is reds. Are these reds? Up the red a little bit. And we'll start, just put it in there. Yeah. 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 Close enough. We'll do all the dark spots with this color. Good enough. Good enough. Good enough. Yeah. 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 Stop. Alright, now we got the goldish spots, and then we got the bright on the top. So we'll do... Oh, crumb. I just painted... So it doesn't matter. I'm gonna try and keep them separate. I'll end up probably melding them together. To be perfectly honest, because I've drawn on both of them so much. I've covered the entirety of the thing below it, so if I merge layers, it'll essentially delete the bottom layer. So I guess it won't really matter at the end of the day if I paint it original correctly. I feel like there's maybe like a procedural thing where it's like I wish I did it the other way, but maybe it doesn't matter as much. Let me grab this kind of goldish thing. I'm gonna bring the red up. Red up. It's a slider for red. Then we go to pencil. Oh, this is one of the skin tones, isn't it? It's too skin tony. Oh, wow. Now it's like a violent pink. What's the deal? Maybe I'll just keep the original color. Oh, wow. It's just gonna be bright. Bright as hell. Let's do the bright spots. Oh, not really. I can't really do that. Let's do like this section, okay? Let's do this section, huh? It's so goofy. Because you see how much brighter that is? White almost. It's like these white spots. Alright. Now we're gonna pick an actual, like, brownish spot. Hey, Rabbit. How's it going? I'm making a coach emote that's very angry and potentially frothing at the mouth. Trying, or at least I'm making the attempt, right? There's an attempt being made here. Yeah, on the weekends, right? So like I'm trying to take a break on the weekends from like being frustrated. So art class on the weekends. And then I also essentially set up the uploads for YouTube on the weekends. So this is kind of like my organizational period. So we're gonna do like art and talk. We can talk about Division. We can talk about other games. Very topical and hang out and be buds on the weekends. We can watch videos or something. Like I don't. It's more of just because the streaming and stuff that's more like during the week, that sort of thing. At least so far as I figure. Grab this. Ooh. Ugh. Drag it a little over there. At least that's how I'm playing it right now. I haven't really decided. It's so... I need it more red. Oop. Oh no. Control Z. Okay, there we go. Yeah, see, that's the original, and we're kind of like changing it up. We're gonna use reds and maybe a brighter red. Get really crazy with it. We'll see. We'll see if a blood red works. I'm feeling all right. Eyes are finally. You think brighter? Let's see. There it is. Saturation hue. All right, we can go brighter. We can get this. We can get this thing popping a little bit. You think like the eyes? You think bright like the eyes? Get it to pop a little bit. Something like that. Violently red hair. Little darker. Copy. Probably take it down a notch over here. Hey, Mr. Meme, how's it going? You jumped into an art stream. Yeah, it's Coach Froma. It's one of my stream coaches. He's helped me with my with my awesome improvements in siege work. But when I'm struggling, how's it going, Mr. Meme? I saw you over there discussing Division 2. Hush, hush. I'm so jealous of everybody else on there right now, but I'm gonna wait my turn. It'll come. It'll happen. I just hope they don't fuck it up. That's all. That's all I can hope for. Kind of relaxing today, doing a little art stream. I'm drawing. Oh, actually, what the hell am I doing? I think I can use the bucket at this point. Splash! I'm using GIMP. It's essentially it's like a knockoff of Photoshop. Um, it does everything Photoshop does, but kind of wonky. And it's free, which is the main thing. So I've been making emotes with it lately. So that's been Coach Froma wanted a coach emote, a soccer coach specifically. So I found one that was yelling. I was like, all right. Yeah, well, it's open source, I guess, is technically the thing to say about it. It's open source, not necessarily free. It's open source. There we go. So here he's really yelling. He's got the highlights in his hair. He's got the dark, the bright, the semi-bright. I think we're good to go there. Is there anything I'm missing here? The only thing I'm really worried about here is Coach isn't Froman at the mouth. It's Coach Froma, right? But I don't know how to artistically represent Coach Froman at the mouth. I'm kind of worried about it. Maybe we should look at a picture of like a rabid dog. I don't know. I don't know what I should be looking at here. Coach Froma. The thing is, I don't even know what soccer fan he's, because he said a soccer coach. So I'm assuming he's a fan of some sort of soccer team, and I hope I didn't like pick like red as like a color of a team that he's not into. But like I figure rage-inducing red is good. Might pick a more violent red for his eyes here. Hold on a second. We might be able to make these eyes pop. Hold on a second. Get a pen tool. How much brighter can we make this? Oh, not really. Not that much brighter. Not really get that much brighter. It's fine. It's fine. Leave it as it is. Do individual pixels. I am angry. I was born in it. Yeah, I guess I should darken the middle. Oh, you think they need to be angrier brows? We can do that. We can fix that. I kind of like the brights of the eyes from the shine. We can fix that too. Let me get grab a little bit of white. Go. No, maybe we can yeah. Yeah, how angry though? How angry is scowl? Like we're talking about here. That's the only thing. Like do we want to go sharp with it? Are we doing like he edges his brows? Or are we gonna do like just a big not Spock? You know, we could do like not the unibrow. Not feeling the unibrow. Here, let me I could just here we can. Well, I put a little bit of color in there because the original guy had a bit, but yeah, I was just gonna fill it out a little bit. I'll fill it out on the ends. something was a little angrier. Just, he's starting to look a little bit like red hair. Like if these were black eyebrows, like oily, greased black eyebrows, he'd be like straight from like a 80s biker gang or something. I'm coming to get ya, warrior. Oh my god. Khan, you think? Some Wrath of Khan shit? Alright, what do you want to do about this mouth? I might fix this a little bit too. I don't really like that. It is anatomically accurate, but I think we can tone it down a little bit. This fucking ocean wave going on over here. Come on. Come on, tone that down. Maybe I'll leave it. Here's what I'm thinking. It's supposed to be Coach Froma, so we need, like, him yelling at somebody. But I need to figure out how to make that. Because right now, it's not really yelling at anybody. He's just, like, there. He even looks like a little concerned. Oh, you know what that is? It's this right here. That's why he looks concerned. Need to fix this. It's this eyebrow game we're playing right now. Now he's fucking pissed. Now let's get pissed. Get in there. It's not fucking with a man's. Hey, you think so? Maybe some ats out here. How would I want to do that? Uh, 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 text. No, hold on. I can. How do I want to do this? Because there's two different ways to do this in GIMP. GIMP. I don't want to stroke it. I'll put text on it. Maybe I just make this going to impact. And we're going to do. Yeah, dude, it's like. Well, the thing is, I learned a different program, and then it's like I'm not even using the program I learned. And then I'm trying to figure out how it converts. It's like pain. Pain becomes me. Alright. And then. You know what? Maybe we can do gold. Do the. FFAA00. Yes, it is. Yep. I remember that number off the top of my head. That's a particular kind of gold right there. Um. So stuff like boop, 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 boop. But now, how do I get it? Oh boy, this is gonna be. It's gonna be something. Oh, okay, okay, I see it. I see it here. Oh no, no. Yeah, yeah. Well, that's the thing too. Is like the original size isn't even going is double what the biggest thing is going to be, right? That's the other issue here. So a lot of this shading and stuff might like it looks goofy now, but when it shrinks down, it actually becomes legitimate shading where it blends in. But some of this stuff might be so small, especially along the eyes, where it just disappears completely. So how do I? I just want. You know what? Here's what I did. Is I was a clever beaver. Me I'll get rid of some of these symbols because they don't count. I'm gonna start with the at. We can use kind of like the. I kind of like those. Those have a lot of stuff on them. The idea here is we're going to use a filter. And we're going to just bend them with a blur effect. So I can figure out how to just fucking move this thing. Is that it? No. It's one of this. I know how to do it. It's on the corner somewhere. No, not that. Oh, where are you? Maybe I'll just move it like this. This was the easier way to move it. Yeah, okay, there we go. Have him like eating it. There. Alright, so now I'm gonna have him bend it, right? So it's out his mouth. And now I'm gonna do this. This is fine. Good. Let me filter. Oh no, it's a distort. It's a curve bend, and then you can select. It's not showing up. It's not showing you guys. But right now, I'm modifying the shit out of curves, and I'm going to take the top of the end, the and there. I'm gonna make like a gradient here. Let's see what I can do. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make what they call the business what do they call them? Preview once. Oh, that's almost what I want. Preview. There it is. Oh, that looks good. Oh, it's great. Oh, it's actually really nice. Edit. Let me just move you where I need you. Oh, it's so pretty. Hold on. You guys are gonna love it. I just need to figure out how to get it to be where I need. Okay, I think that's... Alright, so the bottom is... Okay, I guess the top's what really matters. Okay, so the top is right there, top of the bright. Oh, it's gonna be good. Curve blend, apply. Oh, it's too low. Do you see that, though? Do you see that? Do you see that effect? That's really good. I really like that filter. That's really nice. I just need to target it. Fucking... If this was Photoshop, this would be done by now. Ah, shit. Alright. Uh... Alright, Alright, we're doing the top of the bridge of the nose. We're isolating it, okay? We're figuring it out. Now, the thing is, it saves the filter, at least. So I just go to curve blend, it's saved, apply. Hey, that's pretty damn close. Look at that. That's pretty good. I like that. Hell, I could add a letter on that gets cut off at the end if I wanted. Too bad. I don't know what symbol that would be, though. Maybe a percent sign. So I would do that. Maybe the and is a bit much because it's thick. So that's a thick and. Yeah, yeah, that's the thing. So it's something like that. It's kind of where it's at right now. When it shrinks down, it's gonna look pretty good, actually. That's not bad. We could make the eyebrows a little bit bigger though. They're gonna kind of disappear. I'm worried about those eyebrows disappearing. That's the thing is that and is inherently in the impact. I'm just gonna replace it with the percent and then hit it at the end. It'll disappear. Um, impact has thick ands. So the percent's gonna look a lot better. It is bridge of the nose. Raise it slightly above that. And this should do it. Curve blend. Apply. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. I think that's the one. Let me get off of that. Figure this out. Yeah, it looks good. That looks pretty good. I want to thicken the eyebrows a tad bit. That's really the only thing I'm going to do that's left. Because I'm worried about those eyebrows disappearing. And maybe give a little more white on the eyes. Because when you... essentially give them the Muppet eyebrow treatment. Because... you got to remember, because I'm going to cut this in half just for the first size, and then I have to cut it in half 2 more times. So, you know, it's just the nature of the game. It's going to be, you know, it's kind of the issue. It's kind of giving those Muppet ass eyebrows. Stick. Just give it a little. Here. You know, just hard fucking at me. You know? I pissed him off. What can I say? He's mad. Coach got something to say. And he's got to be heard. Maybe. I might let the white play out, to be honest. I can't really fix eyes without fucking them up. Yeah, like I'm not good at eyes. I'm not an artist. do a little bit, but like I'm gonna have to increase the red. Oh, oh boy. It's a bigger eye. Alright, that's slightly better. That's slightly better. Fucking pissed. Alright. I think that's... I'm gonna just meld the layers together because we're missing pieces because I painted on the original, as you can see. Just gonna go over here and merge down. There it is. So you still can't see the original image anymore anyways because I painted over it on the original in the first place. But now you really can't fucking see it because it's been completely merged into the new art piece. So here you go. This is it now. Looking nifty. So the last thing to do is to just, clean it up a tad bit where there's, missing spots. But once I shrink it, those should even disappear too because there's nothing left. So let's go ahead and just shrink it down and see what it looks like, right? Oh boy, here comes the first test. I'm gonna turn off these guys. Here comes. Oh my god. That tech stuff, discovering that fucking tool saved me a lot of trouble. But I'm gonna save this project real quick. Save as coach project. Cool. Alright, here it comes. Here's where the real fun begins. So I'm going to scale image. And the first image size is 112. So we started at 200 something. So we're scaling down to 112. That's why I started with a square image as well. So this kind of like saves me heartache. There we go. So there you go. It's going to start getting really fucking choppy and blurred and garbage. But because of the size of the font that I used and everything, it should follow through. But a lot of these shades should work. Ears probably going to get fucked. But you know what? Look at this. This is going to look good. He's going to look hot pissed when this gets small enough. Kind of stoked. So I'm going to export as Coach 112. And that's going to go to my emote folder. This is gonna be good. I'm looking forward to how this looks when we shrink this down. So here comes next level. Next level shit. So 112, now we're going to 56. Let me check to make sure. I can math. It is 56. Okay. It's literally just cut it in half, but I get scared. Okay, scale it. Oh boy. You can still see the red in his eyes, and that's the thing I kind of wanted to happen with the red in the eyes, was because it's such a different color that it's going to start glowing as you shrink it down. Look at this shit. So there it is, probably in the actual size it's supposed to be. Because you see how pristine it looks? It's doing a cubic shrink down, so it's trying to make it look the way it's supposed to look when it's blown up. So this is probably the real size. Look at that shit. It's like some fucking pop art. Like I'm a real artist. Export as. That's the thing too. 56. Like this is. I mean, this is just some fun stuff. Because I mean, people hire other people to do emotes professionally for their own channel or whatever. But like, if you can do your own shit, like have fun with it. Make some stuff. Never know. You might make something you like. And the one thing that I would do different is I might do that text blur different next time, which I still have it in a second layer right here. We might do that a little different next time, because that's the other thing too is I can resubmit. We can do multiples of this type of thing, and that blur effect you can do a top layer, which is the only one I did, but I can do the bottom of the text as well, and we can make it like a megaphone. Do a megaphone effect where it just widens the whole thing instead of sending it up. But I wanted to send it up, so that's why I did it the way I did it. But we'll see. Maybe next time we'll do it a little different. Depends. All right, here we go. One more time. So we did 56. Scale image. Here comes 28. It's half of 56. So I can math, right? Open 56, 28. Yeah, made sure. Just because there it is. Look at how tiny that is. That's what shows up in the emotes. But look how angry he is. That is actually legitimately angry. There's a lot of reds involved. I think that might actually look good. Yeah, well, you gotta understand how small your emotes are. That actually looks interesting. I'm interested. Let me export that. $28. Oh my god. This is real exciting. I'm so excited. Every weekend I do one of these. So far, we've done 3 of them. I didn't do the other one live, but every time I do one of these things and make them, it finishes. Like it's kind of fun. Oh god, I'm dying. Come on. And this one will be. I think that's it. Let me introduce you. No, this is ours. This is Coach Froma. This is let me background finished. Final transform center go. Yeah, this one's supposed to be us. Let me show you the final product real quick. Transition. That's kind of what it looks like. Let me fix this guy too. Transform center vertical. That should look a little better. There it is. So the red's on the first one on the left, because that's not the one you ever see on the left. So it looks wonky. But when you shrink it down and everything blends, it actually looks fucking decent. I've been learning, right? I've been learning how it's supposed to be. So, he's just fucking wild looking in the window. When I zoom in on it, it looks like he's got a chicken in his mouth, like a rubber chicken. Yeah, you know what? And the thing is, he deserves to have something very angry, and I need to be scared every once in a while, so I don't mind. But I think that is the third emote. But I can make that widely available. The thing is, I read somewhere that Nicolas Cage doesn't like. There was this meme going around, the Rage Cage meme, so I don't think he actually likes uh, stuff of himself. So I think I'm gonna retire that one anyways. And this will probably replace the first emote that we have in the short term. So I figure as much anyways. But I'm going to throw this on there. I'm going to submit it today. And that's the thing, is we're going to make a whole bunch of them. Yeah, yeah, that's the thing. And he's been in so many movies, and it's just... And it's the thing is, his name is Nicolas Cage, so you can make a lot of different puns with his name, and it's just, you know, what can you do? What can you do? I'll have to make those letters thicker too, though, now that I'm looking at it. And this is the other thing that making these emotes does, is I learn every time I make a new one. So, you know, as we go, I get better and better. So eventually, we're going to have a whole lineup at, you know, every time I get an idea from you guys or I come up with something, you know, we'll spend a weekend making it and it'll be a good one. Instead of me just like fumbling my way through it. You know, it'll be it's just a process. It's fun, you know. And it's a nice thing to do on the side where we can just hang out, talk, you know, spend some time doing something that isn't in a game, but still a game in itself. It's art. It's hanging out, being buds. I like it, and it uses something that I've done in the past. You know, I've got some skill in this, some training. It's not a whole lot, but I can get better at it, and I can get a little bit of practice in. Yeah, see? Maybe this is another route I can take it, you know? Oh shit, I don't think I set it off of division. I think it's still stuck on division. At least the background's division. I was supposed to set it to art. I forgot to switch it. Whoops. Fuck. I'm sorry, Twitch admins that don't even give a shit about my channel. My bad. It's fine. It's still it's still division related. It's all good. And I still, you know what? With Division 2 coming out, I want to replace, you know, my own, you know, semi logo-ish thing. All I did was put like text on a fucking darkened background that has shade over like a badge. Like I feel like I didn't do enough to it for it to be legit. Like there needs to be more done. So I might make my own stuff. You know, in time for Division 2. But like that was more of a thing I wanted to send to the devs and be like, hey, you need to make it so we can put like our names on badges in this game or the next one. You know, so we can be like clans can have tags and badges or whatever. That'd be sick. Do that, please and thank you. But I don't think me tagging up my channel with it is legit. It's probably less than legit practices. So I'm gonna probably spend some time retrofitting the channel a bit. And using this will give me an opportunity to do that. Fun. I think that's enough for now. We did what, like it was a little faster than last time. Oh yeah. Yeah. Well, the thing is, uh, depends on what we're talking about, but if you're talking division, division's got a lot of yeah, admittedly it gets easier as you practice. Admittedly. But division, like they've got options and stuff available to them, and I'm waiting to get my hands on the beta, see what they let me do. That's why I don't really care too much about the alpha stuff. The alpha stuff is very whatever to me. I need to see what they let groups of players do. It's the map analysis and all that. It's gonna be nice to know what's available, but I want to know what I can do with you, Rabbit Dog. I don't want to know what I can do where with you. I want to know what to do with you. I want to know if I can rob you. I want to know if I can make you better. I want to know if I can build something with you. Like there's a lot of mechanics and stuff they don't you can't express it until you're there and you're in the UI and you're doing it. Yeah, it's we're out here. We're out here on PC. It's a small community so far, but I've seen a lot of people making the jump. So hopefully we'll be competitive with at least Xbox. I'm thinking this next go around will be about as big as the Xbox community. PlayStation will probably be the biggest one still yet again. But at least this next go around, I'm imagining. Um, I've noticed that for the most part, the quality stream is usually on PC, but that's because they usually have for streaming they already have all the stuff, right? Because it's to play the damn game on PC, you gotta have all the stuff already because the damn CPU eats itself alive and all this other stuff. So like if you can even play the game, you probably have enough to stream it. So it ends up being that sort of game where the streams are decent. So no, it was good. I do enjoy playing Division a lot. I think I might hop on tonight or tomorrow. I didn't really plan on streaming Division this weekend. I like to take my breaks, but it's just like there's I may hop on if I get the opportunity. Yeah, it's it's mostly getting out there and meeting people. Because that's the thing about PC is that we don't have those friends lists like prefabricated from other games. Especially because of the Ubisoft situation. Like when you first started especially like year one of Division, we didn't have any friends on Uplay. So it was like, well, you gotta go out there and meet somebody. You gotta use that VoIP system. You gotta talk to somebody. You gotta reach out and touch them. So it was a lot of trust falls, and I got to play with that. I think more than any other platform, I got to play the game I wanted to play, which was, abusing other people's trust. Because that was the game that I saw, right? I saw that first Dark Zone video and I was like, yo, that dude just betrayed that team betrayed that team, and that dude betrayed his own teammates and ran off with everything. That's the game I want to play. And, you know, PC had that. PC had that because you didn't know anybody. So you had to innately trust people, and the rules weren't established. There were no rules. So, but, after so many years of playing, I've got like a general idea of what you should and shouldn't do in a group of randoms. There's a certain way of certain things you should do to respect your teammates and respect yourself so that you don't endanger them and you don't endanger you, and everybody gets to extract happy. Happy and healthy. That's all it is. That's all it is. Just, but because, Xbox and PlayStation have the friend lists already, you guys don't get to experience that as often. On PC, I made a point to share that experience with people. Yeah. Well, I always remember it's a game, but I'm oftentimes on the winning end of that exchange, so I can't really say that the other people always do. It's not always. You wish they would remember that it was like that all the time, but it's not. It's but you gotta remember too. It's these are everyone's a person and they're playing the game. They're trying to relax, have a good time, and when you do something that's allowed within the game mechanics, it doesn't necessarily mean that the other person's gonna enjoy the experience as much as you are. Because there's always gonna be winners and losers, and it just losing in that particular way is especially bad. And that's why I try and cushion it too, right? Like I make a point to send a friend request to those people afterwards, even if if they took it well or not, and I try to explain to them the mechanic of it. Because having your trust betrayed by someone that you thought you could trust, and then kicking yourself afterwards for trusting them is kind of a rough experience. I mean, I have had the experience of having people quit the game after something like that before. Me and Poncho flip somebody and then they never come back on ever again. Uh, and it's not fun for me to do that to somebody. I want them to play the game. I want you to learn from the experience, not to, die. It's not the goal. You're supposed to want to do it to other people, maybe, or, learn how to protect yourself, or, be. Not to just be like, you know what, this game isn't for me. It's like, what game did you think you were playing? Helped you build better? Yeah, the thing is, it should help you approach the Dark Zone better, too, because the Dark Zone is, like, not a happy place, and people go in there thinking everyone's their friend, and it's like, dude, it is not. You're not wrong, Killing Bubbles. You're not wrong. Oh, and by the way, Killing Bubbles, thank you for the follow. I know it didn't pop up before, but that's because Streamlabs wasn't on while I streamed Division, because sometimes my computer likes to light itself on fire if I have too many things open. But there it is. Thank you so much, dude. Appreciate it. Jeez. Well, and the thing is, that's why I do what I do, is to teach new players, right? Just, I can, I'm not going out of my way to go after the new, easy players because they don't have the good stuff. I'm trying to teach new players how to get the good stuff. They're not worth me going after. In fact, I take them around and I show them how to flip people if I get the chance.